Merry meet, my lovelies. Oh my gosh. Okay, so the case of the Lost Antrum. What's an Antrum? Antrum, so it's a race. It's a race of, like, elves. Under elves is the common word for them. Antrum was the scary word for them once upon a time. So 1,000 years ago, the Antrum were actually I don't want to say albino race. It's kind of like pale drow, right? Because it doesn't make sense for something to get black skin when they live underground and they renounce the sun. Anyway, the Antrum are up on the surface in very sparing numbers, and if you want, you can look at my Patreon and you can find out why. We talk about it in my Patreon. So it's really exciting, and you will be able to find more about that there. Anyway, Antrum, they have great dark vision, right? They're very nighttime kind of creatures. They have bigger eyes, slightly bigger eyes than normal, and they have a red hue, so not pink. They're not albino, because, you know, like they've got a bit of albinism in them. Yeah, I just don't want, like, they used to be an evil race, but that was because they renounced the sun and they you know, needed extra nutrients, and so they'd send up hunting parties while they were getting established, and then it became part of their culture, and it's a whole big mess. It's a whole big mess, but they're not anymore, okay? So they were reformed, and their numbers shrank dramatically because a lot of them were very conservative, very evil. It just wasn't okay. And they joined with the really, really bad guy 1,000 years ago. Like, there's a reason that there's only one evil king in all of Puantilian history. Okay? Anyway, the Antrum typically have white hair and a purplish sort of pale skin. And their nails are thick and grey-ish, grey or black. So they're like claws, very much like the mermaid hands, except without the webbing. They are very fast, they have great dark vision, and they also have pointy ears like good elves, and they can hear quite well because of that. They're a little bit incapacitated in the daytime just because everything's really bright, but because of that, the society is able to help them with that. We can have veils or shades or hats or glasses that specifically transition for them. So yeah, anything that was going to affect their ability to be part of the society, particularly in Mistantine, they adapted. And science, technology, love it. Merry meet, merry part, merry meet again.